Yo, YouTube, what's up, man? How we doing? Listen, so I wanted to show you guys this. This is something I came over a while ago. Tweet says, Eminem, you clever fuck. The album is in reverse. So if you recall, Eminem before the album came out, that he said that people need to listen to the album in order. The reason is because it's a concept album, and you listen to it out of order, it will not make sense. Let me find here it is. Public service announcement: The Death of Slim Shady is a conceptual album. Therefore, if you listen to any songs out of order, they might not make sense. Enjoy. So obviously this means, listen to the album from start to finish. Don't skip any tracks or skip any of the skits where, it's like Eminem, Slim Shady, or Paul talking, stuff like that. Can't connect for Christopher Reeves, the skits and shit. So I see his tweet, and he had a couple content creators, Stevie Knight, Crit was down below, Rosenberg, Eminem, Knox Hill, I believe somebody put No Way Shack in here. T-Dos, back to front, so that's the death of Slim Shady, yes, T-Dos. Tells a whole different story back to front, so in reverse. Somebody Save Me, so this is the tracks from reverse to finish. Reverse to start. Somebody Save Me, foreshadowing Marshall's death. Guess Who's Back, this one was a skit, foreshadowing the return of Slim Shady. Toby, sometimes shit does not pan out, Shady's shadow shows up. Bad One, 1 minute you're here, the next you're gone. It seems like Marsh's job is done. He pulled off his stunt. And this is basically the whole album was foreshadowing Eminem's death, not Slim Shady. So it's instead of Eminem killing Slim Shady, it's Slim Shady killing Eminem. So Bad One, 1 minute you're here, the next you're gone. It seemed like Marsh's job is done. He pulled off his stunt. Temporary. This was the letter to Haley, the deep song. His letter to Haley before he dies. Hint. Head Honcho, this is with Easy Meal. Writings on the Wall, Ezekiel, the story of Ezekiel, and remembrance on Creation Day. Marshall's Creation Day would be Slim Shady. You'll be a Stan till I ditto. Stan, ditto. GC2, that's Guilty Conscience 2. Slim Shady laughs after Paul hangs up on him, showing it wasn't a dream. Breaking news, this was the skit. Slim Shady is showing Marshall all the shit he has started. Slim Shady laughs viciously at the end. This was a phone call that happened at the end of Guilty Conscience 2, where I believe Eminem was calling Paul saying, hey, I just had a terrible dream or whatever. It was like Slim Shady was just taking over, saying all this fucked up shit and stuff like that. All right, Houdini. Paul calls back and says, good luck. He says, fuck you, you're on your own, good luck. Remember that from the music video when it's dropped. This is his rebuttal to Marshall, calling him, and he thinks that Marshall is fucking with him because he's on a tangent again. What you thought you saw ain't what you saw. This will come back into play later. Just keep up with me. Just keep up with me. Road Rage. Let me skip ahead real quick. Alright, Road Rage. You remember that this was the one where Eminem was he talked about the fat people and the transgenders and shit. Slim dyes Marshall's hair blonde again. Hence Marshall rapping like a blonde version of himself the rest of the way. So this was before the last verse about the transgenders where he was like, shut up, I'm gonna it sounded like he was putting tape over his mouth and said, I'm gonna dye your hair and shit. Like this is, sorry, I was looking at something. When I first heard that stuck out to me because it's like, if Eminem is taping Slim Shady's mouth shut, Why would he be dyeing his hair? You know, if he's Slim Shady's already blonde hair, Eminem's black hair, and then rap like Slim Shady. So clearly, it was obviously the verse way around. Slim Shady is dyeing Marshall's hair blonde, hence is why it starts, you know, rapping crazy about transgenders, whatever. Continue on from Fuel. This is the one with Jid. The Reapers coming to Heathen and Need It From Me. Antichrist. Cobain put the gauge to his brain. I'm going out with a bang, eh? That was in Marshall's voice. Eminem. Lucifer. This is where they were like switching between. He did a lot on his album where he was like switching between it sound like Eminem and sound like Slim Shady. So this was the I think it's the end of the last verse. He's like, first I'm gonna leave rhymes, then I'm gonna leave eyes in a state of belief. The Levi bar with the jeans, leave eyes, state of belief. Guess it's in our genes, right? Genius. He says, I can't remember the exact lyrics. So some of the finale of this all starts to get really good. All you got. This was a skit, I believe. Slim telling Marshall he ain't shit without him. Notice Marshall's wariness and tone. At this point, Slim is completely taken over, hence the opening of Evil. I'm so evil. My cerebral. I am not like all the people. I love that song, bro. This album was amazing. Evil. Woke up with an attitude today. Not in the mood to play. Stuck in my ruthless ways. I refuse to change. Nothing to lose or gain. Guess I just choose to stay. Big foreshadowing. Brand new dance. This was the Christopher Reeves one. This was fucking out of pocket. Shady just said he's so evil he's gonna show it by making a whole song shitting on Christopher Reeves. Trouble skit. Alright, here, drink this, bitch. He's just drugged Marshall. Let me go, bitch. Marshall says that he's tied up. Then Shady says, you little pussy, what's wrong? Thought you were dreaming, huh? Bingo. We go into habits. You can hear Marshall struggling as he's tied up and gagged. Slim is telling him to eat a pill of some sort to knock him out. Then the first track, it was kind of a skit, I believe. Slim buries Marshall, spits on his grave, the Hawk 2. Slim pretends to spit his first song without the person that started it all for him. Marshall Matters. Straight vintage Slim Shady on the track, teasing what's about to be unleashed on the world with side beat. So think about it like this. When you play it normally, you think, damn, this is supposed to be the death of Slim Shady after everything's done at the end of the album. And like all this is just Eminem trying to get a hold of him, but Slim Shady's just breaking through and still like being able to rap and say the out of pocket shit he wants to say. But in reverse, Eminem's the one fighting for his life. Slim Shady, he pretty much has control. And this last part where he says teasing was to be unleashed on the world with a side B. If he does a side B album to this, like he did Music to Be Murdered By, Eminem just fucking like, he's truly a fucking genius. And he did some other shit with it. This whole theory, go and listen. I know it sounded weird when I was explaining it, but go and listen to the songs in reverse and have this mindset. And just think about how it sounds. You'll understand what this person's saying here. But regardless, even if this is some wrong theory, it was still fun to entertain. Let's be honest. And the album's still fucking great regardless. If Eminem was to do a side B to this album, assuming he is still Slim Shady, or if he does it as a second concept album, Death of Slim Shady, the Death of Marshall or Eminem, damn, who fucking knows what could happen, bro? Who fucking knows what could happen? Jeez. Hey, listen. all I'll leave y'all with is go listen to the album reverse. I did last night and it sounds pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie, especially when you listen to the skits and stuff in between the verses and the songs. So I'll go ahead and check that out for yourself and let me know what you think in the comments about this theory. I'm gonna see you later. Take care and peace.